What's going on, y'all? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Is this a good angle? Y'all can see me well? She's finna, nah. What's up from Detroit? What's up, y'all? Good afternoon. Good evening? What's considered evening? Y'all tell me, is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 7? What's considered evening? I'm doing well. How are you? What's up, Reese Cups? What's up, y'all? What's on and popping? What's on and popping? All right, look, so I had an idea. Don't ask me why I had an idea. Whenever I have creative thoughts or creative ideas, I just kind of go with it. And I thought it would be dope to do just kind of like one-on-one coaching with people on live that may not have the opportunity to be able to invest their money, or even if you just want to do some one-on-one coaching back and forth, or if you have any questions on your journey. Clearly, everybody on here that follows me, you follow me for a reason. And most likely you're on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. So if you have any questions on that journey, if you have goals, if you don't have goals, if you need any tips, if I can help you, I'm going to help you. So you can request to go live. If nobody goes live, if nobody requests, we can sit here, we can chit chat back and forth through the comments, but I won't stay on here too long. So, yeah, y'all. I'm good, Dawn. How you doing? That's such a generic answer. Let me give you the truth. Good? We say good so quick. I'm not bad. I'm chilling. You on that journey? Everybody on here is on that journey. Everybody on here is on that journey. I want to incorporate this every single, maybe every Saturday. Maybe every Saturday at 6. I'm so fit, girl. I've been fitter. I have been fitter, but thank you. We appreciate you. I appreciate y'all, because there would be no platform without y'all. There would be no platform without y'all following me and showing support and love, man. There would be no platform. You want to know what's crazy is? Who's nervous? Who's nervous to ask a question? Who's nervous to come on here? Who's nervous to put their face on here? Drop a 1. If you're somebody who would like to ask a question, but you're a little bit nervous, drop a 1 for me. Drop a 1. You seem so much happier right now since I've been following. How long have you been following me for Crispy? Some people been following me for a long time. I'm talking about a couple years. I'm like, what? What you afraid for, Alfreda? Why? Okay, why? Why are y'all nervous to hop on here? I'm human just like y'all are human. You gotta come on here, Mary. You gotta come on here. I need to feel the energy. You didn't miss anything, JJ. Come on, y'all. Hop on here. I'm human. I'm human just like y'all human. What are y'all nervous for? 2 years? Oh, yeah. You've definitely you've witnessed the transformation. For sure. Y'all, why y'all nervous? Please tell me. I am human just like y'all are. Is it because what is it? I am not plant-based, but I did a grapefruit fast for 3 days back I can't remember if it was January or if it was February. I did is it a fast? Or a cleanse, whatever you want to call it. I did it for 3 days, changed my life. Today, what I do every Saturday, I only eat fruit, with the exception of like nuts and stuff like that. But I don't eat any meat. I don't eat any like starch, none of that. So like right now, I'm only on fruit and nuts. Why are y'all nervous to come on here? Yeah, that changed my life. That grapefruit fast changed my life, man. After I got done with that grapefruit, and I keep calling it grapefruit fast. Y'all forgive me if I'm using the wrong terminology. But I was like, what are they putting in our food? What are they putting in our food? Man, somebody come on here with me. Somebody hop on here with me. What y'all nervous for, man? Somebody said their hair look crazy. Come on, mine too. Mine too. You see this? I've been thinking about cutting my hair off though, y'all. You gonna try this fast? So the fast isn't why I look the way that I do. Although it's a contributing factor. Okay, we got some. Come on, Key. Thank you. I appreciate it. Keep taking one for the team.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Key?
What's up? I remember I had texted you in the
I'm
messages
like, Tech,
like a while
you
ago.
got my number? You got my, I'm like, how you get my phone number? You've been following me for a little minute now. Cause I see your face, I see your profile picture often.
Yeah, I'll be working and stuff.
Yeah, where you work at?
Uh, I don't have a job right now though,
Oh,
but I'll
okay.
be working.
Yeah. How long have you
Yeah,
been on this? Well, number one, how long have you been following me for?
yeah. Back to that. I've been following you for like a couple months, and I seen that little program you've been doing, and you be talking like motivational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long have you been on your journey?
Uh, my journey. I'll say about like 3 years.
3 years. Okay, how did it start?
Just me. Um. Well, just me just taking it personal, like me like healing. That's
So
about it.
how did it start? What did you start doing?
Uh, I didn't start doing nothing. I just worked around and just been doing like little stuff lately, like kept it like hustling and like
Do you
stuff like that.
read? Do you read? Do you work out? Do you meditate?
Yeah, of course.
You watch videos?
Yeah,
What?
I read stuff
Okay.
on like the internet. That's about it. And like I'm young right now, so like it's not too many books that interest me. What
Okay.
about you? Like you've been
Oh
reading anything?
yeah, I love to read. I love to read.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's
cool.
my
That's cool.
thing. No, I love to read because it just helps me. It helps me keep up with my faith and just like kind of understand how successful people think and people that have done what I'm trying to do. I want to have something that they have, and a lot of the times I can get that through reading. So I've learned
Yeah,
the power that I hold within through reading, 100%.
you're right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
understandable.
no doubt. Did you have any questions?
Uh, no, no, but it
Yeah.
was nice talking to you.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I appreciate this love and support that you give me. I see you in my DMs and my comments, so it's good to put
Yeah.
a real face to the name and an energy.
You married? I see you had a ring.
I'm not
Okay.
married.
All right.
No, no, no. Don't tell me you're trying to shoot your shot now, man.
Just hit me in the DMs. Yeah, I see the tattoos. Lion tattoo. What is that?
Oh man, no, no, no. That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Now I appreciate you though. I appreciate you hopping on here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye. He said, "You married? Hell no." Girl, he'd have tried it. He said, hit me in the DMs. Hit me in the DMs. Who next? Sheena, look. Sheena, you ain't no good. That's funny. Who next? JJ, hop up here, man. Let me put a face and an energy to the name. Somebody hop on here. Y'all funny. Don't get to acting scary. Y'all be bold in my DMs, and now y'all want to act like y'all can't hop on the live. Come on. Come on. I know y'all got questions on y'all journey. Maybe not everybody on here. Everybody else might be here to watch. Well, I mean, some people might be on here to watch, but I know somebody on here has a question about their journey. And if I was to open it up to my DMs, y'all love to be in my DMs. Y'all love to ask the questions in my DMs. But now that I'm available, y'all want to act like y'all can't come up here. I don't know about that. How do I join? So there's a little plus button with like a video camera thing. That's how you request. That's how you request. Y'all be in my DMs asking all kind of Elaine. These people be all in my DMs asking all kind of questions. Now that the floor is open, Let's see, Sarah. Sarah, you next. Come on, Sarah. Y'all, I'm human. I'm human. Sarah. Girl, thank you for taking one for the team.
Well, you know I know about one for the team because I responded to you previously because of your military career, and I'm retired Army as well. So
Okay.
I know about taking one for the team.
I know that's right. Don't we all?
Yes, yes,
Ooh,
yes, yes.
I took way too much for the team. How long were you in?
24 years.
Oh,
24 years. I'm a retired major from the United States Army.
Oh yeah, you military. You getting it.
But I heard your story, and I love your braveness. I really, really, really love your braveness, Brianna, and the mere fact that that you were able to find the strength to tell your story, and your story is impacting many people's lives. Your truth, and I almost want to apologize for you, but I know you don't want that. But thank you. Thank you for sharing, and having the strength, to do the work, as I've heard you say, to do the work and not allow your story to become to hold you hostage, and so to be free and to be able to live and to find love and not be jaded. And what I mean by love, just love for humanity.
Yeah.
Love for humanity, because life can be cruel, life can be difficult. And when that's the case, many times it causes people to never find themselves again, to go within, and which is unfortunate because they've really done nothing wrong, as in your case. So I was just one day on social media, because I am a social media influencer, but I am on Facebook. I'm not on IG. Well, I am on IG, but I'm working more on Facebook. But the point is, I saw you, and you're very gifted. You're extremely gifted. And so when I saw you rise above the hand that was dealt to you, I'm like, that is truly, truly a gift to mankind, to humankind.
Thank you. And if it, like it, you know how sometimes people will give a compliment and it'll be like a surface of I can tell that you mean that, like you genuinely mean that. You see my story, and like you know that it was not easy for you.
Yes.
You know it wasn't.
Yes.
And I just know for people on here, a lot of the times that story that we had, although we were dealt a certain hand, that doesn't mean that you just let your whole life use that story to hold you back. Because at the end of the day, I was the only, like, obviously I was affecting other people as well, but I was the one that was getting affected by holding on to that story. I was the one that was struggling. And I don't want that for other people. Like, it's going to take, like, a lot of people don't like the way that I'll say you got to take responsibility, or you got to.
Well, you do. You really and truly do. You really and truly do. So continue to tell the truth, to tell your truth, not the truth, but your truth, in terms of letting people know that they have to do the work, even though the situation may not have been a good situation and it may have been wrong. But again, we lose if we let that continue to be our story. Not that we minimize the experience, not that and yeah, but we just don't want to hold on. We let it go. And for you, and in terms of you, I know for me, when I see you pop up, I'm like, yeah, I know she has something to say. I know she has something of some value to say. And because time is a precious commodity, and time should not be wasted. And I see that in you, even with the young man who was on just now. And you went straight to, what are you reading? What are you reading? And then you went back to you. Well, I'm reading because I see in other people's stories are things that I can emulate. Not that I want to be them, but I can, lessons learned. That's what I heard you say.
100%.
Lessons learned, in terms of what you're doing, what they did, some takeaways, some nuggets and things of that nature. And so I just enjoy listening to you. I enjoy listening to you. But the reason I came on just now is because you were asking people to come on and people didn't come on. And so, but in terms of my story, the other thing that I want to say to that is that we all have a story.
Yep. And no story is bigger or less than the other.
I wanted to say that.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that because I have a story that it minimizes your story. And I'm gonna just use us as opposed to, you know, speaking around. Or it doesn't mean that your story minimizes my story. And that's a lesson that I had to learn.
Yeah.
And one of the lessons that I learned in life, that there are no perfect families.
Oh, not one. Not one. And people
but I
that
didn't
act
always
like
know that.
and
I
people
always thought mine was dysfunctional. But then eventually I learned there are no perfect families.
Yeah. And you know, I read in a book one time that people, if you're listening to this right now and you are in denial that because some people act like their childhood was perfect, but nobody, our parents could not meet our every need.
Yes.
Everybody goes without something.
Yes.
Some need.
Yes.
So I love what you said. There is no minimizing, no none of that, because what I believe we all came here with whatever we came here for, to help our soul evolve in order to serve our purpose.
Well said.
That's it.
It is not about us. I heard what you said. We have life's lessons to help our soul, because that's it at the end of the day. On the outside is just flesh.
Yeah.
On the inside is the soul.
Yes.
And the soul is what is the only thing that's going to last in the end. And God gave each and every one of us a purpose. And then back to you. I see you fulfilling your purpose. Again, as I stated, and I'm repeating myself because to me it's important. Even if I were not on your live, I just feel blessed that I have an opportunity to articulate and tell you this, is that you took what the hand that was dealt to you and you found a way. You found a way to make an impact on millions and millions of people. And I was reading through your comments, and one young lady said, because of you, Brianna, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
She's starting therapy on Tuesday.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I know you didn't, because you can't see all the comments because of the position that you're in. So I was reading the comments, and that one particular comment gleamed. I mean, it really stood out. And so in terms of what I'm saying, I saw that in you, in terms of how you are impacting people. You impacted me enough for me to stop. So I can't even
follow me. I appreciate the follow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but the young lady who said she's starting therapy on Tuesday, wow. It speaks to what I'm saying in terms of the gifts that you have. But not only do you have, but you chose to use. You didn't allow them to stay buried. So I thank you for that. And in terms of what I do, as I stated, I was in the Army. I retired. I'm a retired teacher. But right now, I'm into health and wellness. I'm a health and wellness coach.
Okay.
And so I'm working on a second master's degree. Because if you see Well Fit Nut, that's Wellness, Fitness, and Nutrition Lifestyle Academy.
Well for Not? What did you say it was?
Wellness,
Fitness.
Fitness.
Oh, I thought you put it all together like a well for. What did you say?
Someone else said that. Someone else was saying they thought I was a Well Fit Nut, but it's wellness, fitness, and nutrition.
Oh, I see.
So it's a holistic approach.
I see it.
It's a holistic approach, working with women 40 and forward on chronic health issues.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. That's amazing. It sounds like you're living in your purpose too. Because at the end of the day, I feel like everybody that starts this journey and is serious about this journey, they end up helping others get on this journey in some way, shape, or form. And that's what you're doing. You are so insightful. And if I must tell you, I actually prayed upon retiring. I said, God, I want two things. I want to be selfish, and I want to be selfless. Yes.
And I know you get that.
Yes.
I know you get
yes.
Get it.
Yes.
Selfish, I want to be able to, well, let me start with the selfless first. Selfless, I want to be able to pour into other people. And then the selfish, when I'm pouring into them, I want to be able to benefit from it as well. So in terms of what I do, I get to be both selfish and selfless.
Oh, 100%. It fills my cup. Me doing what I'm doing, people are like, how do you do this? How do you
get it? You get it.
It's not, but honestly, it's not me. It's not me. It's something working through me to be able to do what I do.
Exactly. And it all comes back because the energy that you get from the people that you serve, because you're serving.
You're living in your purpose. That's how you know. And a lot of people are afraid to jump out and just do it. You just gotta do it. You got
Yes,
that's
yes,
where the
yes.
abundance is at. That's where the love is at. That's where the fulfillment is at. If you're depressed, most likely you're not living in your purpose.
Most definitely.
Something is off.
Most definitely. You're allowing life, you're allowing yourself not to be your best self. But again, as I was attempting to articulate to you, is that you end up when you're, and not that depression is not real. We don't want to minimize that, but it's finding a way to get the help to rise above that, so one could take that particular experience and then be able to share and allow other people to learn and grow from what we've gone through.
100%.
So, because other than that, I see it as talents and gifts that are wasted.
Oh man, yeah. I can't remember who said it, because multiple people say this. But it's something like, most dreams are like buried in the graveyard, or something like that. Like there's $1 million in the graveyard or something like that.
Yes, I can see that too. Yeah. I can see that. But we know Langston Hughes talks about a dream deferred. And so, people have dreams, but at the same time, getting started for whatever the reason, we have what we perceive to be obstacles. But like I heard you say, even in this short conversation, you just have to push through. You have to push through, and then things will fall into place. And particularly based on what you're saying, if it's truly one's purpose, everything is going to fall into place. Yeah. It's going to line up. Yeah. God gives you, because for me, I'm a Christian. God gives us what we need in order to make things fall into place, to be able to serve.
100%.
Back to your other point,
100%.
Because none of what we do is for us.
Oh, never. The stuff that we went through wasn't even for us.
Oops. Say it again. Say it one more time. Say it for the people in the back.
The stuff we went through wasn't even for us. It was to be able to serve people who go through the same.
Amen. 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 And that's why I say it's a blessing that you found the strength. You found the strength to be able to rise above and not stay where what was intended. Because I believe that Satan's job is to roam to and fro, to see whom he can seek, devour, and destroy. So Satan is happy, if one goes through a particular experience and stay there. Oh, I'm finished. We don't have to worry about that person. But when we're able to rise above that and say, no, not me. Yeah. I am needed in a larger society. And so to be able to go forth and do what you're doing, and even what you just did now, I heard what you just did. I heard what you just said to the people who are listening to you. You're saying, I know that there are people who need my services. There are people who need what I do, but they can't afford to pay me. But what I'm willing to do for free is on Saturdays, show up, you join live, and then I'll give you
to ask your questions. If you can get over whatever you have in your mind about not hopping on here, don't block your own blessing.
Say it again.
Don't block your own blessing by worrying about what somebody, like how you'll look, what you'll say. I'm human just like you're human.
Exactly.
If you have the opportunity, like there's a lot of people that know I can add value to their life, but don't let a story in your mind talk you out of it.
Talk you out your blessing.
Man.
Talk you out your blessing.
And I've done it.
Well,
I've done it.
We all have.
Yeah.
We all have.
Yeah.
We all have. But again, you were so I don't want to be patronizing. You were so authentic in what you were saying. I'm like, I must. And I don't even know how I'm looking. I don't even know. I didn't even pay attention. But I was more connected. To what you were saying than about me.
But you want to know what's crazy? Everything happens for a reason. My thought that was planted. Look, I believe, I'm not religious, but I believe in God. Right?
Yes.
And there was a reason God put that seed, that thought in my mind. You should go live on Saturdays. Yes. And the fact that we're even having this conversation, because not only the people on here are getting something from it, but when I post this, somebody else is going to watch this and get something from it. But had I not listened to that, a lot of people don't listen to that voice, that thought.
Yes.
Because then they talk themselves out of it. That's your intuition leading you towards your purpose when it's like, go post that content, but then you talk yourself out of it. Am I going to look crazy? I'm afraid how I'm going to look, all these different things.
All those external things that bring no value. But it's also discernment as well. And I know you say you're not religious, and I'm not here one way or the other, but that's also discernment, being able to hear God's voice and be obedient, and being obedient to that which you are. Because truly you are living God's purpose. You're impacting lives. I mean, you're impacting mine. Even again, and I'm repeating myself, even if we didn't get on here, just hearing what you have to say.
We were meant to have this conversation right now.
Thank you.
We were meant to.
Thank you. Just know that I love you.
I know. I love you too. I love you too.
Yes.
I love you too.
I'm not just saying it.
I know you're not. I know you're not. Everybody on here knows you're not.
Yes.
It could be fluff, and you can just tell when someone's not being genuine. But through this conversation, I know you are. I know you love me. I know you care about me, and I know you want me to win.
Yes, and you are winning. No. You are winning.
Oh, yeah.
You're winning.
100%.
You're winning. Just continue to listen to, continue to implement, and greater is coming. Even if you do nothing else, I mean, God has already blessed you with a huge platform to make a difference in many people's lives. 100%. And I see you, this is it. Out of all of what I said, thank you, God. You are being a good steward. You are being a good steward, because sometimes we get opportunities and we just let them just whittle away. But you're being obedient and you're being a good steward.
Because
continue to do that.
But look, I had to learn to. Because when I don't, the effects is something that you don't want to play with.
Yes. Because people need what you're giving out. Their lives,
and I need it too.
Their lives that are hanging in the balance.
And I need it too.
Why you think I'm like, I asked the question, how do you join?
Who asked the question, or they asked the question?
No, I asked because I saw the depth. I asked the question, I posted, how do I join your live? Because I didn't see it.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Yes, that was me, because I saw the depth. That's it. Thank you. That's the other thing. I see the depth of what you're doing.
Thank you.
The seeds.
Yeah.
The seeds that you're planting.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you hopping on here. And I know that we were meant to have this conversation right now. It feels divinely aligned, and I appreciate you coming on here.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
Okay, bless you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's see.
You'll get me off, or do I get me off?
Yeah, I can help you out.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's see. Mary?
It's me.
Hey, Mary, how you doing?
Yeah, good.
Where are you from?
Well, it's literally in the name. Mary from Derry. Derry's in Ireland.
In Ireland? I heard the accent. I'm like, she's not from the States.
I'm not. So you're asking me to go live, but it's nighttime here, so that was my excuse.
Oh, no excuses, just results. Aerosol. What time is it there?
11:26.
Oh, girl, it's late.
It's late.
It's late.
Yeah.
How long have you been following me for?
I'd say about 6 months.
Oh, you've been following me for a while.
Yeah, I started off on your Facebook, and I then made it over to the gram.
My Facebook?
It just appeared on my timeline one day. You just popped up.
Oh, that's interesting, because I'm not even really on Facebook like that.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been on your journey for?
Oh, what does that mean? That sounds awfully American.
So how long have you been on your mind, body, spirit journey?
Oh, I don't know. Years.
Okay.
Years. I mean, I'm a humanitarian aid worker, and so I jump around different places, and so there's a lot of work involved in centering yourself and moving through difficult situations. So I think I've read just about everything I can get my hands on to try and like build up some sort of a journey.
Build some sort of a dream. Okay, we'll get to that comment.
Ooh.
But what are your top 3 reads?
I like Brene Brown. I think she...
Vulnerability.
Yep. And so, yeah. I like your short little snippets for the day. Sometimes I feel like everything you say is just like right on point, and I just like nod along with it and go. Yeah.
I appreciate that. And then you said something about some sort of a purpose or some sort of a dream. What was that about? What is that about?
I don't know. I think because I think it changes all the time.
Okay, we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that.
Do you think
why? Okay, so
purpose is singular?
Well, no. I don't think purpose is singular, but I think the vision is singular. So I think okay. So the purpose of having a vision, right? And to me, is to help you grow, and it should be something not that you know how to do, not that you think you could do. And I don't know if you're spiritual, I don't know if you're religious, I don't know if you believe in something higher than yourself, but something that's going to make you pull on that power that's greater than yourself. And so if you always have different visions and different goals, or you have different things that you're working towards, right? It has split energy and you're not focused. And so it's almost like, for instance, it's almost like you're hungry. And then you start driving to McDonald's and you're like, I don't want to go to McDonald's. And then you're like, well, I want to have steak. And then you start driving to the steakhouse and you're like, I don't want to go to the steakhouse, I want to have soup. And you start driving. You never get to your destination.
Wow. Okay. There's an interesting thought.
Yeah. So when we're focused, it doesn't mean that that's all we have to do. But when we fashion all of our attention and all of our energy on that vision, it just, when the universe knows what we want, it moves very fast, like scarily fast.
But that's what I'd asked you. So like when I was still typing, I'm like, how do you supercharge this? Because I've read the books on the law of attraction. I've read them. I mean, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's hit or miss.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be hit or miss. It's repetition. It's repetition of the same things over and over. All of the books are great. I love to read. But when you take one book and you read that book over and over, when you take a chapter and you read that chapter over and over, when you go and you meditate every single day and you visualize that highest version of yourself every single day, and you get emotionally involved with that version of yourself, it's like a magnet. It pulls you towards it. It's like the emotional involvement is the biggest part. So when you visualize the highest version of yourself and you get emotionally involved with it, you don't have to do anything else, because the body is the last step of the process. An example is, let's say you get mad at somebody and you start thinking about how angry they're making you. Eventually, your body is acting and there's nothing you can do. In your mind, you could be like, dang, I know I'm not supposed to be reacting this way. But the fact that you got so emotionally involved with what was going on here, your body moved into it. So it's the same thing with visualizing the highest version of yourself or visualizing your goals. It's a magnet. It's the emotional involvement. Does that make sense?
It really does. And when you're thinking about things for yourself, and so you're going at this with like a singular goal, are you thinking, how long term are you thinking? Are you thinking like very like distinct things that are like a few months off, years off? What are you, like, for you, what do you do?
So for me, I have different goals for, at the end, I don't like to put too much time on it because I don't know, things move so fast. I don't like to limit myself, really. So my goals go so far off. I want to have my own like centers and stuff like that. I'm not going to say examples, right?
Yeah.
But centers and stuff like that. I mean, not examples. I'm not going to tell in detail what all of my vision is. But I think, so there's this book. It's called A Happy Pocket Full of Money. And that's what we study in my community every Wednesday. We study that book, the repetition of it. And it talks about so have you ever heard that saying where it was like the best time to plant a seed was 10 years ago and the next best time is to plant it right now? You can think your goals out for like the next 30 years. Like, plant those seeds now. What would you even want in 30 years? A great exercise also. I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but you can even go back and watch this and pick out the things that really resonate with you. Is like writing a list of 100 things that you want in your lifetime. Like writing all those out, no matter how crazy, you can do anything that you put your mind to. But okay, so now back to what you were saying, right? For me, whatever I'm solely trying to do. So for instance, what I visualized most of my time was me being on stage. Like for a couple years now, that's what I will always visualize, is me being on stage, what that feels like. And I would get my whole body involved. Like, there would be times where I would literally, don't mind this, they're renovating here, but I would literally be in the gym. I tell the people in my community this all the time. I would have my headphones on and I would literally act like I was on the stage. I'd be jumping around. around like getting my whole body involved because our brain doesn't know the difference between what's going on in the mind and what's going on in reality. So for me, I just got hyper focused on speaking, but I noticed my results aren't as good if I have it all over the place. If I just have it, if one day I'm thinking about me speaking, but then I'm thinking about what the community looks like, what the relationship with my son looks like. What you do is you write all those goals down, you pick the one that you want the most, and all of your other goals should just go like, it should be fashioned into that. Does that make sense? Like you pick the top goal, but all of the little goals, just when you focus on that top goal, they'll come along with it.
Yeah, it's all feeding the big one. Yeah,
yes.
That's great. I'm going to watch all of this back, Okay. I'll do a little turn back around and take this wisdom later. Thank you so much.
No doubt. Perfect. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
I don't know. I always feel like you've got a little special sauce with what you do. You've got like serious charisma. And sometimes, I wonder if the charisma is what's bringing the things to you. Because, like charisma.
You wonder if it's the what?
If it's that charisma, you've got charisma draws people to you. And I wonder if that same charismatic energy that's drawing these things into your life as well. I don't know. That was my concluding thought, really.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you. I like your little sprinkles of joy into my day.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. And so now that we've talked, what is something that you're going to implement, like starting today? Or starting tomorrow since it's so late?
Starting tomorrow is right. I think I'm going to take a good look and see how the little things are feeding the big things. Like if we look at this, like the triangle, like you just described, the little things are feeding up to the big goal. I don't think I've thought about it like that before, because then I guess you can springboard off all of the same energy.
Yeah. So when you focus on that one, like everything else is just going to line up with that one. Yeah. So for me, for instance, like I wanted to have a closer relationship with my son. I wanted to obviously earn more income. I wanted all these things, but when I focus on the stage, all of those little goals, they came along with it. I mean, a lot of people, their goal is to be a better person. That to me isn't a goal. Like the goal that you set will cause you to be a better person because you're going to have to grow. You're not going to be able to get to it otherwise. So yeah, that's a great exercise.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Bye. I appreciate you for hopping on here. Great questions. I love that. Great question. All right. Anything else? Oh, she left. Hopefully y'all are gaining something from this as well. Hopefully y'all are gaining something from this. I love what I do, man. Drop a 1 in the chat if you love what you do. If it lights your soul on fire, let me know. Because there's not many people that love what they do. I love what I do. Y'all love what y'all do? Drop a 1 if you love what you do. And we're going to bring somebody else up here. If you love what you do, I'm going to take one more person, y'all, and I'm going to hop off here. Ah! Girl! Let's get it. Let's go.
Great. This is so awesome because, like, I'm going to tell you what. I started following you right at the beginning of my spiritual journey, which has been about a year and a half ago. So, yeah. So this is cool how it's coming full circle for me with you right now. This is awesome. I'm gonna tell you what too. You have been just like such an inspiration. Like I swear, your content comes up just randomly when I need it, whatever I need to hear. And like right now, I'm really getting into my fitness journey. And then you went live today, and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, this is happening right now." Right, exactly. I'm also starting my own business.
I love that you're doing that because I think everybody should have their own business. Girl, and create. We're creators. We came here to create. What's your business?
Right. So
Okay.
I'm like a magical practitioner. So I make like oils that help and bring things into your life. Like right now I have what's called Empress Oil, and it's supposed to align you in your divine feminine energy,
Okay.
like really bringing in confidence and like
And it's a, hold on,
self-worth and
let me
all
put,
that type of stuff. So
I had to try and put my brightness up a little bit. The screen got dark. I don't know why, but no, yeah, I love that. And your intention behind doing the different oils is what's really making them powerful.
exactly. And like, I love intention. I love working with my guides and the earth. Like, I am really just a magical girl. Like, I love the fairies. Like, I'm about it. And that's why I want to share with the world, because like, we root really from the earth and from magical practices and different realms. Like, why do we sometimes like just take our mind and close it off to those things when really 100%. We're so much powerful with it?
Did you open it? So is your page open? Did you start it? Okay.
I did. But okay, so I'm an Aries. I little sometimes am not patient. So I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I know I did. Like when it comes to advertising it and stuff like that, I wasn't really that great on it. But what I'm really trying to implement right now is, sorry, my daily routine. Like I knew that I really needed to dedicate myself to a daily routine, which I just never really had growing up. Like my family never really did that. So it's been really hard to like implement that for me. I'm like teaching myself. I'm like my little child self, like in this world right now. So what I really wanted to know is like for you, you know, you've had so much success with different things. Yes, we know like working out, eating good, taking your vitamins type thing, like that's good for you. But like when it comes to like wealth and business, what is like the best habit you can make in like every day to create like that success?
Rewrite the story that's playing in your mind.
Okay.
So a great exercise, we do this in my community. This is Gym. If you do this, it's going to change your life. Okay. So what you want to do is every single morning, before I recommend before 12 a.m., but if you could do it before 9 a.m., even better. What you want to do is you want to visualize the highest version of yourself. You want to write down. So like, for instance, some of my stuff is I confidently walk in the rooms going that who I am and the spirit that I have is irreplaceable. My relationships are abundant and we help one another grow mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I do what I say I am going to do. I am consistent. I am willing to push through discomfort to reach my goals, right? You visualize the highest version of yourself and you write that down on a piece of paper every single day. You could do this for the rest of your life. It will change your life. I guarantee you. Because what happens is like the way that we can know we're enough consciously, but subconsciously our programming, the way we've been programmed, we could not know.
Right.
So no matter how much if you don't change that subconscious programming, the one that really dictates the results, you're not gonna get anywhere. It's gonna be one of those things where you start it, you stop it. You start it, you stop it. Yeah, like it's going to be that, but you have to put it in your program. And the only thing that's going to put it in your program is repetition. So every day, you ought not ever miss a day of writing your self-image, ever.
And that's going to be like such a good challenge that I'm very much looking forward to, because I know in my heart of hearts, I'm supposed to be journaling more. I'm supposed to be writing more, because your words and everything is so powerful. And so I love that you're giving me that, because then that's going to challenge me every day.
And it's so simple. Like I'm not asking you to go and break your back every day or no nothing like that, but it's so simple. Like just do that every single morning. If you don't even even for me, I even put something about being a morning person, because girl, I used to not be. I am now though, and the only reason I am is because of this self-image work and stuff like that. Yeah, see, even you see this one that says cosmetically her name is Sheena. She's in my community. She's been doing that since she came in the community. The results are amazing. It's going to change your life. Just there's a reason you're on this call right now. There's a reason there's 31 people on here. Everybody's on here for a reason. You ought not. There's a reason you're on here right now. Do that, girl. Do it.
Yes. Yeah. I do have another question for you, if I could. So this comes more like with social aspects. Like, you know, me and my partner, we've been together for probably about 9 years or so. So it's been very long. We've been together since we were just like young, very young in high school. And I find that like I'm on my journey, right? And I'm very dedicated to changing and growing. And sometimes I find that he struggles a lot with coming. I mean, everybody's journey is at their own time, but like it's really hard sometimes to see each other, like in where we stand. How can I be more
this
open
alarm
and receptive to that?
What's going on? You said, how can I be more open? And then what'd you say?
And like receptive to that it happens in his own time, but like still finding the love even when it's hard, you know, when you feel like you're not being heard sometimes, because I speak sometimes very differently, especially with being a channeler and things like that. Sometimes I don't feel seen, but like I know it's not his fault. You know, we're just on two different journeys right now.
Yeah.
So like I know it's very, very difficult. Like the social aspect of that is very hard to identify and work with.
It's not as, I mean, it can be if you say it is and if you think it is. But honestly, I think we've been conditioned as a society at just watching like other people and watching our parents hold on to people even if we're no longer energetically compatible with them, right? So like it's almost like you're trying to force something that may not be like a thing anymore. So as you grow and as you elevate, you're going to attract people on your frequency. But if you still continue to allow people in your life to tell you who you are or confirm who you are, like we use our parents, we use our kids, we use our friends to continue to like affirm who we are. But I just think it sounds like an attachment thing. It sounds like you're attached to like the friendship. Not to say that you have to get rid of them or no, nothing like that. But as you focus on yourself, people are just not going to align. You're going to attract people that are in alignment with you. And something that I used to do is as I was on my journey, sometimes I would feel bad and I would like, but then I would allow someone else's energy to mess with mine. And it was like this, but as I continued to work on myself, people just kind of fell off. And I mean, yeah.
Happens a lot with friends. Like I find it's just very like swift. I take whatever greatness is there and
you
learn
have to
from it.
Be willing to let it go.
You know, grateful. Exactly.
You have to, and not to look at it in a bad way, but either you're on this journey or you're not. And when you're on this journey with people that aren't, like when you have people in your life that aren't on this journey, I don't necessarily think we have to cut them off, but you do have to have boundaries set in place for sure. Like, you like all of that dumping the thing is when we start growing, our friends will say that they want us to, you know, like succeed and do our best, but at the same time they don't want us to because they're afraid to lose who they are to us. Like yeah.
And I relate to that so much because I feel like I change so frequently. Like if you knew me a week ago, like you don't know me this week. Like it's very different. Like I'm always looking to evolve myself. And I know that can be very hard for people around me too, because it's like, oh, what, you just said this last week and now you're like something different. And I'm like,
yeah, don't be trying to hold me in a box. Are you
like,
crazy?
I don't know. Right. I always say that. I will never, ever fit in a box. Like, I don't even care. Don't ever try to put me in it because that's one way to be like, yeah I'm not for this.
So, yeah, just keep working on yourself and
crazy.
You just don't force something that is not like and listen to yourself. A lot of the problem is sometimes we just don't listen to ourselves. If it's like we'll force something that's like, even when it comes down to being on the phone with somebody and all they're doing is complaining or being negative and we just feel like we have to be there for them. If you know it's time for your ass to get up off that phone because they being negative and they messing with your energy, look, I wish you the best.
I can't believe you just so I literally I recently had to cut off like my whole entire family. Like it is a lot to process and it's a lot to go through right now, because like I literally had to hang up on my mom that was talking to me about medical stuff that she was going through. And when I hung up that phone, I felt literally all of my ancestors behind me, and I started screaming, crying, like, because it was like the fact that my family has never really indulged in self-care, self-love. Like, I was never taught that, because I had to see people who just never took care of themselves. And now I'm to the point where I am doing self-care, self-love. It is like one of my top things that I enjoy. And, you know, I'm not going to listen to all these things that you're telling me that are just you neglecting
and you
yourself.
love them and you
that
care about them
fit
and you
me.
want the best for them, but it's like, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Me separating is also loving you,
and
because when you're
where
leeching off my energy,
like,
you're
honor that part
vampire.
of your journey. Honor that. Like, listen to yourself, because you aren't gonna, like, you're gonna learn on your journey to fulfilling your purpose, because it sounds like you're walking, you're stepping into your purpose. You're gonna have to learn to just kind of like listen to yourself and not feel guilty about it. Like, and it's like you're doing what you, that's where you're at. You're doing
hard. But at the same time, it's so good. It feels so good. And I love that you relate to that, because it is very hard sometimes looking out in earth, and you know, I don't see a lot of people that are going through that. And so like, sometimes it can feel lonely, because you're like, it does. But I'd rather have me day one 100%. Than anything else right now. So
no doubt, girl. Make sure you do that exercise.
I will. No, tomorrow morning. I got you. I'll even DM you. I'll do it like for a week, and I'll tell you I did it for a week.
There you go. One day at a time. Start tonight, though, so that you can have something to work with tonight. Tonight. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Perfect.
Do it tonight.
All right, girl. Thank you for hopping on here.
Nice, and
thank you for following me for so long. All right, girl. Let's see. All right, y'all. I'm about to. The heck was that? I'm about to hop off here. I appreciate y'all participating, man. I do. You'll have to go back and rewatch, y'all, because I'm about to hop off here. I'm about to go inside with mama's baby. I'll definitely be doing this more often. I want to say every Saturday at 6 p.m. Next Saturday, I'll be in Arizona with my community members. Some of my community members were doing a retreat. But no doubt, man. No doubt. I appreciate y'all supporting me. I'm going to hop off here. Peace.